In the year 2014, the world watched in shock as Russia boldly annexed Crimea, a move that not only altered geographical boundaries, but also set the stage for a major geopolitical showdown. The world's reaction was a mix of disbelief and apprehension as nations braced themselves for the ripple effects of this audacious act. Amidst this tense atmosphere, the European Union, a beacon of democracy and human rights, found itself compelled to step in. This was the spark that ignited the EU's decision to take decisive action, marking the beginning of what would become a series of impactful sanctions. By 2015, the EU's sanctions had begun to bite, targeting Russia's financial, energy, and defense sectors. These sectors were the lifeblood of Russia's economy, and the sanctions sent it into a downward spiral. The EU had strategically chosen these areas to maximize the impact, intending to isolate Russia economically. These sanctions were a strategic move, designed to hit Russia where it hurts the most, a clear signal that the EU would not stand by in the face of such bold aggression. In 2016, the sanctions took a personal turn. The EU targeted individuals and entities involved in undermining Ukraine's sovereignty. High-ranking officials, business tycoons, and organizations found themselves under the EU's microscope, their assets frozen and travel bans imposed. This move demonstrated the EU's continued commitment to applying pressure on Russia, not only economically but personally too. These sanctions were a clear message to those involved. The EU would not stand by idly as Ukraine's sovereignty was undermined. Fast forward to the present year, 2024, where the 13th Package of Sanctions has just been approved, marking a landmark move by the EU. This package is unparalleled in its scale and significance, with a concentrated focus on restricting Russia's access to cutting-edge military technologies. In addition, numerous companies have been added to the list of entities linked to Russia's military-industrial complex. This package was a clear escalation in the EU's efforts to curb Russia's aggressive actions, proving that they are not afraid to take a stand against any threats to peace and sovereignty. But the EU isn't stopping there. Their ongoing efforts include the expansion of restricted advanced technology items for export to Russia, with the goal of weakening Russia's military capabilities and revenue sources. They are also working tirelessly to prevent the circumvention of sanctions through third countries. The EU is committed to maintaining pressure on Russia, with efforts ongoing to prevent circumvention of sanctions. This is not just a fleeting moment, but a sustained effort to uphold international law and ensure global peace. Fast forward to 2015, the EU expanded its sanctions, targeting Russia's financial, energy, and defense sectors. This was a strategic move designed to hit Russia where it would feel it the most, its economy. And so we arrive at the present year, 2024, where the 13th Package of Sanctions has just been approved. This recent package is a landmark one. It includes 194 designations, taking the total to over 2,000 listing. The focus of these sanctions is restricting Russia's access to military technologies, particularly drones. Furthermore, 27 companies have been added to the list of entities linked to Russia's military-industrial complex, with export restrictions on dual-use goods. To summarize, the EU's sanctions against Russia have been a response to the latter's aggressive actions in Ukraine. Starting with the annexation of Crimea in 2014, the EU has imposed 13 packages of sanctions to date, each with increasing severity and precision. The most recent package, approved this year, is the largest yet, with a focus on limiting Russia's access to military technologies.